And welcome to today's episode. We all know we are as good or as bad as the health of our gut. This has been proven by science now, and this is something we have known for millennia. Hippocrates had said this around 2,500 years back. Now, when I say as good or as bad as our gut health, it is not about whether the digestion is right or bad. It is also about the diversity of our microbes. So, our gut has got both good microbes and bad microbes. They all live in harmony in an ideal world. Now, if this imbalance, there is an imbalance where the good has increased or the bad has increased, and there is some imbalance that will show as some issue in our body. Now, we all know that we need more of beneficial bacteria and low on the bad bacteria. The bad bacteria also fight against invaders. It also take care of all the dead good bacteria because the body has to clean everything out of the system as well. Now, the beneficial bacteria does not stay in a body for long. So that means we need to replenish them on a constant basis. Okay, a lot of people are talking about microbes, probiotic, prebiotic, supplements, and what we'll do is we'll try and do a couple of videos to understand. So today we'll talk about some probiotic rich food. We'll also talk about in the next video we'll talk about certain prebiotic rich food, and maybe a third video to talk about whether we need supplements or not. Now what happens is uh, the gut microbes, the bacteria are, uh, they say that it's up to 300 times more than our normal uh, cells. Okay, so that means actually our health, our wellness is about the wellness of our gut, the diversity of our microbes in a gut. So if we are able to fix our gut, I think we'll be able to fix overall well-being of a body. Now, how do we get that? So where do you get uh, gut healthy gut bacteria? You or microbes? You get it through certain foods, and the body also produces them internally. What certain foods, which are also known as probiotic and prebiotic. Now, prebiotic is something which supports the bacteria to generate more better, good, beneficial bacteria in the body, and probiotics are which had certain strains, certain live organism which are there to recultivate and to support it. Now, people say that if I have a healthy lifestyle, ideally, when you have a healthy lifestyle, you do not need high dosage of probiotics. But if you are coming out of a reason or you're recovering, you have to replenish something that you have lost. Okay. So, probiotics as a supplement form, if you're taking, people say if I take high doses of probiotics once, it is sorted for me. But studies have shown that whatever you are eating, out of which whatever is able to go to your gut, you might have them for at least or up to 12 days. So that means you need to constantly feed your body with good bacteria. Okay. Now what happens is so a lot of fermented food fall into probiotic range. Okay. So people say instead of curd, should I take whole milk? Or should I take cottage cheese? So milk has a complete protein. Dairy is a complete protein. Dairy holds a high value in our ancient science, but the way it is being produced has caused certain changes or certain issues now. But if you convert this dairy, the full protein, the whole protein into a fermented form, the benefits increases. For example, if you convert dairy into cottage cheese, vitamin B12 can grow, can increase up to 30 times. Or if you are looking at skim milk and you make yogurt out of it, low fat yogurt, vitamin A content can go up from anywhere between 7 to 14 times. So that means on the same one glass of milk, if you take one big bowl of curd or yogurt, you're getting 14 times more vitamin A for your daily requirement. Now, why do our gut bacteria uh, diminishes? That's a question that we should ask. Uh, there are multiple reasons when your bacteria can go down. Okay, first being it's a natural phenomena as you age. So the way you age, your bacteria's diversity will go down. Okay. Second reason is the variety of food. Okay, so in last 100 years, some 70% of the variety of food that were available have become extinct because we are not trying different food. We just stick to those specific food that we've been eating. If you go to a vegetable market, we buy those specific 3, 4, 5, 10 food that we eat. But we should look at exploring multiple foods which are available. Try all seasonal food that are available in the market. Second reason is the way our diet is. If our diet is not healthy, if our diet is high on processed food, if our diet is high on trans fat, if our diet is high on oil which has been an issue, if our diet is high on sugar, if our diet is high on processed fat, or it's high on salt, you will not get the diversity that you need in your gut. uh, you will also not have a diversity in your gut if you have certain disease. If you're recovering from a disease, your diversity will go down. If you're taking certain drugs, if you're taking certain medication, if you're taking a dose of an antibiotic, a normal one course of antibiotic can deplete your gut microbe diversity by up to 30%. So it is very, very important that if you are taking a certain antibiotic course, you couple it up with a probiotic as a supplement. Okay, if you have poor health, you've been low immune system, you will also have a problem of maintaining the diversity of your gut. Okay, and most important, if you have unabated high stress, be it physical, mental, emotional, psychological, whatever, okay, your stress will inhibit your variety and diversity of your gut bacteria. So you would want to increase or you want to increase your gut bacteria, you should ideally look at things which are causing stress to you, things, the reason for that stress, and try and address those facts. Okay, stress remains the number one reason for health deprivation. Okay, so coming back to what are the good probiotic rich food that I or you should add in a diet on a frequent basis, which will have better benefits. First is beer. Okay, a microbrew beer is a good source of probiotic food. Okay, so again, when I talk about any food, it is not that you go berserk on eating and drinking those food. It is about having a moderation and discipline around consuming those food. So beer is one. Black tea or oolong tea, good source of probiotic food. Buttermilk, cheese, chocolate, uh, coconut kefir, coffee, cottage cheese, fermented food, fermented sausages, fermented meat, fermented vegetables, uh, kimchi, kombucha, lassi, curd, miso, which is a fermented soya based paste, very popular in Japan, and it has got some 161 different strains of microbes, which helps to fight against this poisonous E. coli and Staphylococcus bacteria, which are very, very harmful for our body. So, people who have a bout of E. coli or somebody who wants to maintain, miso is a very good food that you can add into your diet. Then olives, pickles, not your vinegar one, but your brine and cured pickle. Okay, raw vinegars, not synthetic vinegar, but the raw vinegar. Raw whey, root, ginger beer. It's another source. Sauerkraut, sourdough, which is made in a traditional manner. Tempeh, um, wine, yogurt, and my favorite, a wheatgrass juice. Wheatgrass juice, besides being a probiotic food, increases glutathione in your body, which is the body's highest source of antioxidant food. Okay, so these are the certain probiotic food we should look at adding them in moderation and in a variety in our diet. Okay, don't go on eating only one kind of food saying it's a probiotic. Have a variety of it. Once you have probiotic food, this will feed the diversity of your gut bacteria. This you support with prebiotic foods, which we'll talk about in the next video. And even after these two, if your health or your gut is not proper, if gut health is impaired, so you should then repair your gut and then re-inoculate these bacteria by maybe by adding certain supplements. And that's something we can talk about, supplements which have different strains and how it can help you. Hope you had a wonderful evening, everyone, and we'll catch up soon on this. Namaste.